Top 5 jobs created by AI. You'll regret not knowing this in 5 years. 5th place, AI Explainer. AI Explainer. Most people have never heard this job title before. That is exactly why right now is your opportunity. This profession has existed for less than 3 years, yet courtrooms, hospitals, and financial institutions around the world are already desperately searching for people who can do it. Why it's promising. AI makes decisions on its own. But here is the problem. Even the engineers who built it cannot fully explain why it made a specific choice. When a self-driving car causes an accident, when AI denies a loan application, when an AI system misdiagnoses cancer, someone has to stand in a courtroom, a hospital boardroom, or in front of a regulatory body and explain what happened. The EU AI Act came into force in 2024. South Korea is moving toward its own AI Basic Act. Once the law demands explanation, this job stops being optional. It becomes mandatory. How to prepare. The first path is what you might call technical translation. Study how AI systems work, and at the same time, practice explaining those concepts to people with no technical background. Start a YouTube channel, write a blog, or volunteer to present at your workplace. Anyone can start building this skill today. The second path is combining AI knowledge with law or public policy. Professionals who understand both AI systems and legal frameworks are extraordinarily rare right now. Combine these two areas and you become nearly irreplaceable. Expected salary. In South Korea, starting salaries begin around 45 million won and can reach over 80 million won with 5 years of experience. In the United States, the average sits at around $100,000 per year, which is approximately 130 million won. Because this role is so rare, candidates hold strong negotiating power from day one. Coming in at 4th place is a job where coding skills are completely unnecessary. In fact, people with humanities backgrounds have a natural advantage here. Keep watching. 4th place, AI Ethics Specialist. AI Ethics Specialist. The age has arrived where philosophers earn 9-figure salaries. Most people still have no idea this job exists. That is your opportunity. Why it's promising. AI is now making hiring decisions, recommending prison sentences, and calculating insurance premiums. In that process, discrimination emerges, human rights get violated, and accountability becomes unclear. The European Union has already made ethics reviews mandatory for high-risk AI systems. The Biden administration released the AI Bill of Rights. South Korea mandated ethics assessments for AI adoption in public institutions starting in 2025. Governments are forcing corporations to act. Every major company is forming AI ethics committees right now, and there are not enough qualified people to lead them. How to prepare. The first path is wide open to people with backgrounds in law, philosophy, sociology, or psychology. MIT, Stanford, and Seoul National University all offer free online courses in AI ethics. After completing those, targeting a corporate CSR department or a government AI policy team is the most realistic first step. The second path is certification. International AI ethics certification programs are emerging globally. In South Korea, the Korea AI Ethics Association offers one of the fastest entry routes currently available. Expected salary. At major South Korean corporations, AI ethics officers earn between 70 million and 120 million won annually. At global tech companies, the AI ethics lead position commands around $150,000 per year, which is roughly 200 million won. Despite not being a technical role, scarcity is pushing salaries to remarkable heights. 3rd place is a job most people think they already know. But when you hear the full picture, your perspective will change completely. Find out right now. 3rd place, Data Scientist. Data Scientist. You have probably heard the name, but very few people truly understand what this job looks like in reality. That gap is still your opportunity. Why it's promising. The performance of any AI system is determined by the quality and volume of its training data. As AI continues to advance, the demand for people who can handle that data grows alongside it. Domestic demand for data scientists in South Korea grew by 41% between 2023 and 2025. Meanwhile, the supply of qualified candidates sits at only 60% of what the market needs. In a market where demand overwhelms supply, the negotiating power belongs entirely to the applicant. How to prepare? The first path starts with Python and SQL. Paid bootcamps are not required. Download free datasets from Kaggle, build analysis projects, and upload everything to GitHub. That alone is enough to build a portfolio that gets attention. The second path is adding domain expertise on top of your technical skills. A data scientist who understands medical data, or one who specializes in financial data. The moment a specific industry specialty is added to your skill set, salaries jump by 30% or more. Expected salary. The average annual salary in South Korea is 80 million won. Senior level professionals exceed 120 million won. In the United States, the average reaches $120,000 per year. Approximately 160 million won. Senior data scientists at Silicon Valley tech companies, when stock options are included, have crossed the 500 million won mark. Second place is a job you can begin preparing for today. No coding experience required. Whether that is actually true, you are about to find out. Second place, AI prompt engineer. AI prompt engineer. Designing questions has become a profession. The fact that this is a real job is something most people still do not know. That is your window of opportunity. Why it's promising. Two people can use the exact same AI tool and get completely different results. The reason is how the question is structured. Companies are adopting AI rapidly, but they do not know how to use it properly. The person who bridges that gap is the prompt engineer. According to LinkedIn data from 2024, job postings for prompt engineers increased by 300% compared to the previous year. Large corporations, startups, hospitals, and law firms across South Korea are all searching for this role. How to prepare? The first path is available starting today. Spend 2 hours daily working with ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini. Take the same question and redesign it in 10 different ways. Compare the outputs. 30 days of consistent practice is enough to build a solid foundation. The second path is combining prompt engineering with a specific industry. A prompt engineer who knows medicine, or one who understands legal processes. Industry knowledge added to this role means a higher starting salary from the very first offer. If you already have years of experience in any field, you can begin this second path immediately, right where you stand. Expected salary. In South Korea, starting salaries begin at 40 million won and climb to between 70 million and 100 million won as expertise develops. In the United States, actual job postings have listed salaries of $175,000 per year, which is roughly 230 million won. This is a profession that did not exist 2 years ago. And now, finally, we arrive at first place. This job is currently seeing the fastest salary growth in the entire history of the IT industry. The gap between those who have prepared and those who have not is already widening. First place, AI engineer, ML engineer. AI engineer. Number 1. Many people already have this as their goal, but the number of people actually preparing for it is far smaller. That gap is your opportunity. Why it's promising. Every company in the world is adopting AI right now. The person who designs, builds, and deploys that AI is the AI engineer. Demand is growing at an explosive rate and supply cannot keep up. According to the World Economic Forum, AI engineer is the single fastest growing job title globally through 2030. Google, Meta, Naver, Kakao, Samsung. Every one of them is fighting to secure these professionals right now. How to prepare? The first path is formal education grounded in computer science or mathematics. To truly understand machine learning theory, linear algebra, probability, statistics, and calculus are non-negotiable foundations for those without a university degree in these areas. The Machine Learning Specialization by Andrew Ng on Coursera is the universally recognized starting point used by self-taught engineers around the world. The second path is building proficiency in Python, TensorFlow, and PyTorch, then stacking projects publicly on GitHub. The era of portfolios outweighing diplomas has already arrived. Both Kakao and Naver evaluate skill before they evaluate credentials. Expected salary. In South Korea, starting salaries range from 50 million to 70 million won. Beyond 3 years of experience, 100 million won is the baseline. Top-tier AI engineers in Korea are already earning over 200 million won annually. In the United States, senior AI engineers at major tech companies receive total compensation packages of $500,000 per year, including stock options. Approximately 700 million won. This is not an exaggeration. Every figure mentioned here can be verified right now on LinkedIn and Levels. FYI, we have now covered all 5. Which job felt the most realistic to you personally? Leave the number in the comments below. And remember one truth before you go. AI is not taking your job. AI is taking the job of the person who refuses to learn it. If you start today, it is not too late.